Hey YouTube, this is Rescue Me Some Part of Fan 62. It is Tuesday, February the 7th at about 6:15. Now, we're roughly over a week away from the Elimination Chamber uh, pay-per-view. Um, and as of now, there are 5 matches on the card. There could be another one, but probably not. Um, and I will give the the match and then who I think could win. For the men's chamber match, it's Austin Theory versus Seth Rollins versus Bronson Reed versus Johnny Gargano versus Damian Priest and Montez Ford. Um, I think this is for Austin Theory's U.S. title. Now, in this group of people, Austin Theory has basically two big threats in this match, which is Bronson Reed and Damian Priest. With how much of a workhorse Damian Priest has been recently, and how he's keep growing momentum, that is going to be something to be concerned about. Bronson Reed is another one because he is big, he is muscular, and he is fast. Now, here is the main thing about it. I am curious how Damian Priest and Bronson Reed can coexist in the match. And then you have the unknown, which is Seth Rollins. And then, of course, you have Johnny Gargano. Now, the thing about this is, unfortunately, I don't see Johnny winning. So, putting him aside, um, Montez Ford does have momentum going into this match, but unfortunately, because of things, I don't see him winning. So, where does that lead us? Honestly, I say it's going to come down between Bronson Reed and Damian Priest. So, if I had to guess as of now, the winner is going to be Bronson Reed, and if that is the case, he would become the new uh, U.S. champion. Now, I don't know if the U.S. title is going to be on the line for this match or not. Now, you have the women's match. Now, this match is going to be who is going to challenge uh, the EST, Bianca Belair, for the Raw Women's title at Mania. This is between Asuka, Liv Morgan, Nikki Cross, Raquel Gonzalez, uh, Natalia, uh, and Carmella. Okay. There are so many possibilities in this match. Partially because Raquel Gonzalez, I don't think Natalia and Carmella and Asuka and Carmella have not been in a chamber match before. So, um, if I have to guess, as of now, I say it's going to come down probably to either Raquel Gonzalez or Liv Morgan. Because Liv has what it takes to be champion, as she's been SmackDown champion. But then you have the unknown, which is Nikki Cross, as she's brought back her sanity gimmick uh, from before. Natalia, I don't know how she is going to do in a match like this. I will see if Natalia's been in a chamber match. And then you have Carmella. The thing about with Carmella is this. She has not been in a ring in 6, 7 months. Well, she did win last night on Raw. That is her first match back in nearly half a year. And you're putting her into one of the most gruesome matches the company has. So, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say Asuka is going to win to challenge Bianca Belair at Mania. Next, you have Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley. Okay, where do I begin? Edge has been going versus Judgment Day for a little over a year now. And the thing about it is, he has battled them at most PLEs since last year. I think there was one or two where he didn't, but the thing about it is, this is just getting old, so it needs to go away. Hopefully, if this goes to Mania, um, Mania is where it finishes off. So, now the other big interesting factor in this equation is going to be between Rhea Ripley and Beth Phoenix, because they are almost similar. Uh, I'm not entirely sure their stature statistics in this match, but the interesting thing for Rhea is going to be in this equation is going to be Charlotte Flair. Why? She will challenge Charlotte Flair in like, I think it's like a little over a month, or like a month and a couple of weeks or something from that match. So that is going to be the biggest factor for Rhea Ripley. For Beth Phoenix, it's just going to be beat the crap out of Rhea. Because a lot of this too is also going back to Extreme Rules from last October. Now, who do I think is going to win this match? I'm going to go out on a limb and say Edge and Beth Phoenix, which is going to set something up for WrestleMania. How? I don't know. The next one is Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. Oh boy. Now, the thing about with this match has been they are tied at one apiece as far as wins against each other. So, this is going to go one of two ways. One, either something is going to happen in this match, which is going to cause them to have a rematch at WrestleMania, or one will get beat, not be happy, so they're going to rematch at WrestleMania. So, I'm going to say Bobby Lashley is going to beat Brock Lesnar via the Hurt Lock. Now, the last match on the card. Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn. Okay, this is where it gets interesting, because Sami has been with Roman Reigns in the bloodline for several months now. And he's stuck by them in multiples of ways. He's taken shots for the bloodline, taken like chair shots and everything else. If you go back to the trial of Sami Zayn on Raw 30 from a couple of weeks ago. Um, I think it was Jay Uso did a really cool video package showing what Sami Zayn has done for the bloodline and all the shots that he's taken, like chair shots and spears and all this other stuff. And then you add Kevin Owens in this mix as well. If Kevin's going, I don't know if Kevin is going to be a factor in this equation, or not. I do probably know Kevin is going to want some revenge for what they did at the Rumble. And I will get to the Rumble in a second. Now, now we get to the Rumble. Um, basically, Roman snapped because Kevin Owens would not submit to him. Basically, he wouldn't let Roman go by the pin. So, you have Roman handing a metal chair to Sami. And so Roman is like, do this for the bloodline. Look at all that I've given you since you've joined my family. And this and that. Now, that angle is one of the best angles I've seen in a very long time because it showed the fact with Reigns that his temper will get the best of him, especially when you have people that do not submit or get beat that easily. So, now, if you don't know, as Roman turned his back, Sammy hit Roman with a chair. Now, now the thing about it is, history has repeated itself with this because that happened to Roman just a few years prior, um, with Seth Rollins hitting Roman, uh, basically almost ending the Shield. So this, which then, if you watch SmackDown last week, um, basically Roman talked about his match with Cody Rhodes, and then his match coming up with Sami Zayn at Elimination Chamber. The thing about it is, and and then out of nowhere you had this mysterious figure come out and basically beat the crap out of Roman, and it turned out to be Sami. Okay, here is the main thing. This is where it's gotten personal, just like with Edge and Beth Phoenix versus the Judgment Day. But the thing about it is this: the difference between the two are Edge started the Judgment Day and basically got kicked out of his own group. Where with Sammy, he had to earn the Bloodline's trust to be in their group. So the interesting part about it is going to be going forward. How is this going to look with Sammy? Because there's always a bigger outlook than you would think. The Elimination Chamber is a B pay per view going into a pay per view. And right now, WWE doesn't think that Sami Zayn is going to be a person for the fates of the company. Now, I'm going to do a completely different video about the situation. But there's going to be so many factors in this equation. Now, who do I think is going to win Roman versus Sammy? Unfortunately, I do see Roman winning. But I do see Sammy doing something. I don't know. You, depending on what type of match that they have, making Roman have him a match at WrestleMania in some fashion. So I want to hear your thoughts. Do you agree with what I said? Do you disagree with what I said? And what do you think about this whole Roman versus Sammy thing?